Mga kababayan, mga bagong saltang OFW dito sa Dubai. Halika kayo, samahan niyo ako. Bigyan ko kayo ng tour of Dubai. For non-OFWs, non-Filipinos, come and join me. I'll show you a grand tour of Dubai the inexpensive way. Come on, let's go. This is the metro train, or metro for short. It has the distinction of being the longest driverless train network system in the world. The metro has two major lines, the red line and green line. Continue watching and I'll explain it to you. Welcome to Dubai International Airport.
This is the
As you can
new
see, the Dubai International
Dubai
Airport is one of the
International
busiest and
Terminal
most
3.
luxurious airports in the world.
We're in the departure area.
If you have the money, shopping here is fabulous. Keep watching.
All passengers and
faster.
staff are reminded to wear appropriate personal protective equipment.
These are arriving passengers. And upstairs, as I mentioned, that's the departure area. On the ground floor is the arrival area.
If you feel lucky, you can immediately buy a raffle ticket for only 500 dirhams, or roughly 139 US dollars, and get a chance to win a luxury car like this BMW 7 Series. There are only 1,300 tickets sold per car,
And on arrival,
so your chances are great.
you can have a choice of taking the taxi. There's a taxi, or there are cars which may be parked outside, or take the bus or the metro. Now let's take the metro, the train. And as you leave Dubai's airport,
Now we're leaving Dubai International Airport and going to be taking the
leaving the
metro.
airport, you will be greeted by Dubai's famous sunshine. Here we are at the platform of the metro, which takes us all around Dubai to its famous landmarks, shops, malls, and nice residential areas. So I think this is the green line. Next train arrives
Eratum, this is the red line. Sorry about that.
2 minutes. Yep. It's a driverless train, but it comes exactly on time. Now we'll be riding on the gold class. A whole day's ticket will cost you 42 dirhams, or roughly around 500 pesos. It's from first trip until 12 midnight. You can hop on and hop off anywhere you want. Keep on riding on it, on this train, or you can even jump on a bus, or we'll take the tram. Later perhaps we'll take the tram. I think it's cheaper in the ordinary class by about 20 dirhams. Here comes the train now. See, it's driverless, and it'll sit right in front. That's it. Off we go now. we'll get off, I think, at the Union Station, where we can change to another line. So we'll go first to church. Normally, for us Christians, Catholics,
The next station is
especially for the first time in Dubai, I recommend to go to church first as a way of thanksgiving, and then you can go about it other daily chores or your other itinerary here in Dubai. See? By the way, this is Terminal 1. Let's get off here, Terminal 1.
Airport Terminal 1.
This is the old airport, which has been... I am now at the train station in Airport Terminal 1. This terminal was the first airport terminal in Dubai. And you can see here in foreground, that's the old airport tower. I don't think it's no longer operational. And this here building in the foreground is the old airport. I used this when I first came to Dubai in the 80s. And that tower in background, that one, that's I'm focusing on it right now, is the new tower. And those long buildings are the new concourse here in Airport Terminal 1. Let's take a look. Yes, you can see we're in the departure side, or upper level. Whoops, not that way, this way. Again, if you have a car or going to take a taxi, that's where you take off. Terminal 1, the old terminal of Dubai. This is the departure area. In the early 80s, there was no concourse yet here. Now you can see there's 1, 2, I think there are 4 concourses here. And this here in foreground, where the truck is, that used to be the runway. And the planes will just park here on this brown area, and then passengers will be picked off by a bus from the tarmac and bring them here to this building. This used to be the terminal for both arrival and departure in those days in the 80s. Now this is Terminal 1. Welcome to sunny Dubai. That's the metro up there, and that's the metro terminal where we got off a while ago. Now we're heading back up to ride and go to the church. This is the arrival area, and the other side will be the departure. From the airport, we're here again at the train station, the metro, and we're riding gold class once again. We'll have a bird's eye view of the roads and the rail network of Dubai.
الأبواب تغلق. Doors closing.
The doors are now closing. There, leaving Airport Terminal 1 and heading towards downtown.
The next station is Jajiko. The next station is
There's
Jajiko.
one of the stations which are not underground. After this, we'll go underground for the other stations.
المحطة القادمة هي Dira City Center. The next station is Dira City Center.
There's the Dubai Creek Golf and Yacht Club, and now we're going underground for the first of about 5 underground stations. On the right is one of Dubai's first malls, the Dubai Dira City Center. Here we go, we're now underground.
Attention please.
We're
The train to
transferring
Creek will arrive at platform 4.
the creek, the green line, going to the creek.
This is one of the 2 stations where you can shift from red to green line. Now we have to transfer to the green line so that we may be able to go to St. Mary's
Your
Catholic
attention
Church.
please. The train to Center Point will arrive at platform 1.
Now
المحطة القادمة
we're
هي
about to exit the tunnel
Oud Mesa. The
and
next station is
going overhead.
Oud Mesa.
The rails will be overhead, and the next station will be Oud Mesa, the station of St. Mary's Church. But with time constraint, I don't think we'll just drop by St. Mary's. I'll just show you on video from overhead how it looks like. Then we'll proceed to other areas. Okay, here we are. The Sheikh's compound, one of the ruling Sheikh's family. Over there is the new Pearl building across the creek. That's the bridge which will take you to the opposite side of Dubai. That's Deira side. We're now in Dubai side. Here in foreground is the TV
المحطة
station.
القادمة هي Oud Mesa. The next station is Oud Mesa.
The Method station, the station for the St. Mary's, where you get off. But we'll not get off now. Leaving the Oud Meta station, and a few meters will be the St. Mary's Church.
المحطة القادمة هي
Here is
مدينة
the
دبي الطبية. The
Pakistan
next station
school,
is Dubai
and
Healthcare
there's
City.
one of the mosques, and this is St. Mary's Church. Here it is. There's the Catholic Church here in Dubai, one of the Catholic churches. That's it, with a football field. Okay. Now we will transfer to the other line so that we can get back to the red line. This is the Dubai Healthcare City, by the way, one of the healthcare facilities here in Dubai, lots of specialty hospitals. And on the right, where you can see car 4, is one of the first shopping malls here in Dubai, It's called the Wafi Shopping Mall. This, as well as Deira City Center a while ago, were the first shopping malls here in Dubai. There it is. That's it.
المحطة القادمة هي مدينة دبي الطبية. The next station is
And that's the Raffles
Dubai
Hotel.
Healthcare City.
Now we transfer to the other side. We get off this and transfer to the other side, so we'll go the opposite direction. Okay, see you later.
Salat will arrive at platform 1.
Since we're going on the opposite direction, we will be riding at the tail end of the train. That is where the gold section is. Here we go. See, now we're at the tail section of the train, heading back to where we came from, but we'll go a little bit further, going towards Algeciras. Algeciras is the place where we first stayed here in the 80s. Again, on my left is the Medic Clinic and other clinics and hospitals here in Dubai Healthcare City. And on my right is the Wafi Mall. The pyramid is the Raffles Hotel, the big one, and the small pyramid is the mall itself. And this tall building is the Obelisk Hotel. Okay. And these are some of the flats, what we call condominiums back home in the Philippines. And that's majority of the buildings here in Dubai, where most of the expatriates are staying, like me, like us. Very few stay in bungalows, or what we call in the Philippines single detached. Here it's called villas. So the schools down on the right side, smaller buildings. And again, St. Mary's Church, St. Mary's Catholic Church. We're now about to exit the tunnel where 7 underground stations have been placed. Now we're going again overhead for the overhead stations here in Dubai. Later on, I'll show you on the way back. We'll be in the front of the train again. Plaza. These are the new flats in the condominium, and that's the police station. So I'll show you a better picture later on the way back, as we will be going the opposite direction, which will be a better scenery. Okay, that's it. Switching off once again. We are in the Dubai Free Zone section, or train station, I should say. And I just would like to show you the Gises area, our first residence here in Dubai back in the 80s. That building over there, I'm now trying to zoom it, is the first residence we had when we arrived here in the 80s. That one, not a tall one, but the building right before the tall buildings. That one. Right beyond this right next, right beyond this water tanks. That's where we stayed. That's the road leading to it. And these are the railroad tracks for the metro station. And that's Union Cooperative, the first grocery outlets we've been to in Dubai when we first landed here. Of course, that and Al Maya Laos, which is down below here. Let me see if I can show it to you.
الرجاء الانتباه القطار المتجه إلى الخور سيصل إلى الرصيف.
There it is.
Your attention,
It says
please.
Al Maya
Train
Laos.
to Creek will
That's the
arrive
first
at
grocery
platform
we
2.
were going to when we first landed in Dubai. It's barely walking distance from our place. Okay, let's ride now the train once again to show you the rest of Dubai.
أبواب تغلق. Doors closing.
Now I'm going to give you an overhead view of Dubai from the train station. In the 80s, there was no railway yet here. It was just roads and sand.
النهضة. The next
See, these are the
station
old
is
buildings here in Dubai.
Al Nahda.
This tall one is one of the newer ones. Again, there's the road leading to my old building there. That's the one.
النهضة.
We stayed there in the 80s.
سوف تفتح من جهة اليمين. The next station is Al Nahda. Doors will open on right hand side. تفتح من جهة اليمين. The next station is Stadium. Doors will open on right hand side.
Here's the football stadium. Football is the #1 sport in Dubai. One of the many football stadiums is Al Mula Football Stadium, and that's the Al Mula Plaza, one of the premium shopping centers here in Dubai in the early 80s. Above the Al Mula Plaza are residential flats, and the shopping area is down there on the ground floor. And over there is the bowling area where we play bowling, as well as the second residence we had, the Al Mamzar building.
المحطة القادمة هي القيادة. الأبواب سوف تفتح من
And here is the police general headquarters. Excuse me. That one is going to Sharjah. Forgot to show you.
Station is Abu Dhabi. Doors will open
Here
on
is where we're
right-hand
going
side.
to our old building, Al Mamzar, the second building we stayed in Dubai. And this Al Qabail used to be Sana Fashion way back in the 90s. Now we're on the red line, and we're exiting the last underground station, which is Burjuman, and then going up again overhead. By the way, Burjuman
Station
and
is
Union stations are the two
ADCB.
stations here in the metro that's got the both red and green lines. There are two lines now here in Dubai, the red line and the red line. I'll explain that to you later on. So now we're exiting, and this is the Karama area and Bar Dubai area. Ratum, it's red and green line.
As we leave the Karama area, we will now be traversing the Sheikh Zayed Road,
There's
which is
the
Dubai's
famous
main financial district.
the frame towers. Again, on the left is the frame. It's two towers connected by one horizontal bar on top. Well, actually, it's really a frame with a bottom horizontal bar as well. So you might say it's just one single structure. One of the icons, new icons of Dubai. When you look at it from one side, you can see the modern Dubai, the skyscrapers, which we see right now. And if you look from the other side, you will see the old Dubai. And here is the Al Jafliya area. Most of the consulates are here, as well as other offices. By the way, the frame is inside Al Zabil Park. You can see Al Zabil Park here on the left. And these are the new structures in Dubai. The skyscrapers of Dubai. That building right in front with a needle on top, it used to be the tallest building. It's the trade center of Dubai. And this one with a globe on top is the new Etisalat, or the telephone office. Inside that globe is a radar.
The next station is World Trade Center.
The trade center of Dubai. Erstwhile tallest building way back in the 80s and 90s. See this, another new building coming up. It's not yet finished. Look at that. And those two right in front, looks like Toblerone, are the Emirates Towers. Here's the trade center. Trade fairs are almost daily. And these are the skyscrapers of Dubai.
World Trade Center.
Showing you the main thoroughfare of Dubai. This is called the Sheikh Zayed Road. 6 lanes on both sides, traversing the financial area of Dubai. And this one where I'm going to focus on is a new icon of Dubai. I think it's an exhibit area.
It's the Museum of the Future.
Okay, so I was corrected. Thanks for the
Yeah.
correction.
Sorry to interfere in your video.
No problem. That's the Museum of the Future.
The next station is Emirates Towers.
Nice. Sit. These are some of the skyscrapers of Dubai. Dubai is an architectural paradise. Different designs of buildings.
The next station is
That's the famous Burj Al Khalifa, the tall
Dubai
one.
Mall.
And beside that, you will see Dubai Mall. I'll show it to you on the later videos. And this is another iconic building, the Dusit Thani building. See, with a hole right in the middle. that's Dubai Mall over there with Burj Khalifa. Some more buildings by MR.
المحطة القادمة هي برج خليفة دبي مول.
The next station is Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall.
I'll take you on a tour of Dubai Mall maybe in the next videos. You will notice that buildings here have got an adjacent smaller building behind, and those are the parking areas. See that? That's the parking building for cars. Again, that's Sheikh Zayed.
المحطة القادمة هي الخليج التجاري.
The next station is Business Bay.
See the different architectural designs of buildings. There you go. It's the New Hilton. And here is the Twin Towers of the Marriott. And that's the man-made creek. This man-made creek is another construction marvel of Dubai, which brings in waters from the Arabian Gulf further inland. Abtur Palace. I hope you're appreciating the sunset here in Dubai. Over there are the villas, residential houses. They call them villas over here, or single detached back home. These are all car showrooms. Automobile showrooms, exotic cars, BMW. Kia with a new Kia emblem. One of the smaller shopping centers, the Oasis Mall. There's Toyota. My first job. As the sun sets, you can see on the horizon the famous 7-star hotel, Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab. There it is. One of two 7-star hotels here in the UAE. This one is Burj Al Arab, and in Abu Dhabi you will have the Emirates Palace, which you might see later on.
المحطة القادمة هي الصفا.
The next station is
Again, as the sun sets on the horizon, you can see the 7-star hotel of Dubai, the Burj Al Arab. And next to it is one of the hotels here. It's a bit hazy. Note that in Sheikh Zayed Road it is dotted with lots of major car showrooms, from luxury cars to sports cars, you name it. Signboard,
المحطة القادمة
you'll see a
هي
building with a slope. That's the famous ski
the next
Dubai
station is
behind this Golden Diamond Park.
closing.
There, with a slope, that is the slope of the ski Dubai, the
المحطة
first
القادمة هي
indoor snow ski slope in the
The
world.
next station
And
is
that one is
Mall of the Emirates.
Mall of Emirates, one of the bigger shopping malls here, second biggest next to Dubai shopping mall, Dubai Mall. I'll take you on a tour of Mall of Emirates later on in the next videos.
The next station is Mall of the Emirates.
If you didn't hear the audio well, the Ski Dubai is located inside Mall of the Emirates. Those two, the twin towers in front, which look like the Chrysler building in New York. We have also a Chrysler
The
building here.
next station is
And on the left is Ticom.
Dubai Internet City.
Ticom is where Nancy and Myron stay. They stay in one of the buildings here. On the right are buildings along the Jumeirah Beach Resort, Beach Residences, JBR. Would you believe they built 49 buildings here at the same time? Way back at the start of the year 2000.
الأبواب تغلق.
Doors closing.
And on the left side of Sheikh Zayed is JLT, Jumeirah Lake Towers.
المحطة القادمة هي شوب العقارية. يمكنكم من خلالها الانتقال إلى ترام دبي.
The next station is
These structures you see on both left and right side of the Sheikh Zayed Road forms the second part of Dubai's high-rise towers. Later on we'll take the tram so I can show you Dubai Marina, as well Jumeirah Beach Residences, these buildings which I'm focusing on right now.
the next station is DMCC. This is interchange station to Dubai Tram.
There's Dubai Marina Mall, one of the more affluent malls here in Dubai. Beyond these buildings is the Dubai coastline, beaches, beach resorts.
المحطة القادمة هي
Next stop we'll be going to Expo 2020.
يمكنكم من خلال المحطة القادمة هي جبل علي، وهي محطة انتقالية بين الخط الأحمر ومسار 2020 لمترو دبي.
The next station is
الحدائق.
The next station is Gardens.
That other line goes to the UE Exchange and passes by the Ibn Battuta Mall station. We're going to be passing by. Here now is Ibn Battuta, another huge shopping mall here in Dubai. District. Earlier there was just sand. There's the gardens where Nancy first lived, and Myron. I'm now focusing on the Discovery Garden area, one of the well-established communities here in Dubai. We're going underground again. Underground going headed towards Jumeirah Golf Estates. We're again exiting the tunnel and going overhead as we go to the last station, which is the Expo 2020 station, overlooking the famous exposition here in Dubai, which is running for 6 months since last October until this coming March.
Don't open any doors for her. Leave her.
This is along the Dubai Investment Park, where you've got factories and warehouses along this area. It's called the Dubai Investment Park.
Chapter is over.
The last place before reaching the Dubai Expo 2020. There,
She's just volunteering her opinion as if like you're asking.
after passing all these factories and warehouses and industrial plants on both left and right side of the track, we're now crossing this main highway that'll lead us to Expo 2020. Right in front of us is the huge Expo 2020 location. I just have to double check how many hectares or acres is the area, the total land area, where you have about 192 pavilions, which includes the Philippine pavilion.
Because you were probably one of the few people that
There,
discovered her.
let me zoom in on that Expo 2020, which it says on top of that building.
You were really there for her. Like when I forgot her mom or her dad died. You told me how you spoke to her. Like we were with her every step of the way on the plane. Like and Akid, okay, she's cycling stuff. Akid should never forget.
The bus stop.
ستنتهي عند المحطة القادمة. على جميع الركاب مغادرة القطار في المحطة والرجاء التنقل جميع أوراقكم الشخصية.
But I just want you to have a
Your
good
attention,
time,
please.
and I want you
This
to
train
enjoy.
terminates at the next station. All passengers must leave the train at the
Says
station.
Dubai Exhibition Center, DEC.
When leaving the
The
train,
worst thing was how you were just like living in
So
limbo, like, you didn't
let's
know
get
what
off and we'll transfer and go back home. I'll show you the expo in the next videos. So hang on, sit tight, keep safe, and wait for my next video. The Expo 2020 station looks like an airport. It's huge. Airport terminal, I mean. From this window of the Dubai Metro station, you can see the entrance to the Dubai Exhibition Center, or otherwise known as the Dubai Expo 2020. Now that we are coming to the end of this video, I would appreciate if you would like, comment, or subscribe to this video, to this YouTube channel, and hit that bell button to get further updates. Thank you. Now we will go to the other side of the track so that we can go back to where we came from. This station, Dubai Expo Station, is the last or the end of the red line system. It's already around 8 p.m. and it's dark. I'll show you a better view of the expo in my other videos. So tune in to this channel and you will see the other videos which will show you what's inside Dubai Expo. So I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, keep safe and God bless. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Bye.